Larry.
The Tampa Bay Rowdies look to get back on the winning track after a 3-1 loss in Memphis. Coach Neil Collins and his club welcome in Landon Donovan and San Diego Loyal SC. It's Tampa Bay and San Diego. Next, right here from Al Lang Stadium in St. Petersburg. Shaping up to be another picture-perfect night in Tampa Bay. The Rowdies taking on San Diego Loyal SC. Good evening and welcome to St. Pete, everybody. Alongside Ryan Davis, I'm Jeff Radcliffe. Thanks for joining us for Rowdy Soccer here on ESPN+. And Ryan, the Rowdies, a team, 1 win from their last 6. The chances are coming. The goals have not, but there's still plenty of reason for optimism going forward.
Absolutely. The expected goals per game is one of the highest in the league, but the conversion rate to go along with that has not supported that. One of the lowest conversion rates in the USL, which means they can't get the results, all 3 points, and get the results that they need. Hence the reason they're in the position they're in right now.
Well, the Loyal come in with no such problems. They lead the league in goals scored, and Kyle Vassell, their forward, a big reason why, 5 goals so far this season.
He's the prototypical English forward, strong and has a deft left foot. He can body off defenders and has a great knack for finishing goals, especially on that left foot. Hence the reason he has 5 of the best so far this season.
Rowdy short-handed a bit tonight because of injuries and suspensions, but Connor Antley, a guy who can step up and do a lot.
One of the MVP players of this team. He plays centre-back for Coach Collins. Tonight plays right wing-back. A little bit more of his natural position as compared to the last 2 years. It makes him undroppable for this team.
He's played in every minute this season for Tampa Bay. Well, 2 teams that are in the top 5 in their respective conferences. We've got lineups and kickoff coming up next.
Amortized 5-year debt schedule requisition.
Come a little closer, mon petit chou. Feel that fascination if you're there. I think that I like you. I think that I like you. I think that I like you.
I've been working for Baycare for 13 years.
Going on 20 years?
12 years.
15 years.
20 years.
5 years.
6 years.
15 years.
28 years.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Do you have what it takes to wear it? Find out at baycarecareers.org and see why Baycare is the only top-performing large health system in America that's also a best place to work.
I've been in Baycare for 5 years and my experience is great. I love it.
Baycare, humanity at work.
¿Puede un seguro médico ayudar a curar la soledad? ¿Puede cuidar a tu mejor amigo también? ¿O tomarte de la mano por 9 meses? ¿Puede estar disponible para ti a las 3 a.m.? ¿Puede estar contigo en cada paso? Nosotros sí lo creemos. ¿Qué más puede hacer un seguro médico para ti? Averígualo.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motor Cars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More Guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motor Cars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
Al Lang Stadium on a Saturday night. Not many places can do better as we are set for Tampa Bay and San Diego Loyal. First ever meeting between these two. Here are starting lineups presented by Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Coque Vegas is the goalkeeper. You got an all-Kiwi center back combination in Adams and Boxall. Adams and Martin to people that can man that midfield and send passes every which way. Moshe Bani, a player with 20 chances created. That ranks 4th in USL. The Rowdy starting lineup presented by the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Rosarina gets the start in the pipes. Timmy Mell, his first start as a Rowdy at center back this season. Wyke and Etu will man the midfielder. Gwenzati, Greg, and Lacava, the three-headed monster up top. And Ryan, we talked a little bit with the coach ahead of the game. It's been a very congested schedule. We know that. This is the 5th game in 15 days for the Rowdies, and maybe they will come out to their accustomed pace right off the top. Maybe let the game come to them a little bit.
Yeah, and the fact that Lewis Hilton is not in the starting lineup tonight can provide some problems. He brings that guile in the midfield and allows them to dictate the pace. With Lawrence, Wyke, and Etu in the middle, that's 2 box-to-box midfielders, lots of energy, but very north-south players.
Well, you've got Landon Donovan, the 40-year-old, in his 3rd season as head coach, but much more known for his 157 caps. Second only to Kobe Jones in the U.S. men's national team history, most accomplished goal scorer, but now making a name as a executive and head coach with San Diego Loyal in his home state.
Toughest lesson for a player becoming a coach: you can't control what happens on the field.
That's right.
You can only plead to the players on what to do.
Can those players live up to your standard?
Yes.
And we're off. Rowdies attacking left to right in the traditional gold and green hoops. It is game on in St. Pete. Let's take a look at the injury report presented by St. Anthony's Hospital. And immediately going on the offensive. And the Rowdies will earn their first corner, but Castellanos and Dalgard still out. A couple of knocks on the other side for San Diego.
Well, you can see the Rowdies already. Jake Lacava being so direct.
So much for that. We're not going to start on the front foot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they just brought it right at the first whistle. And with the forwards up top, Gwenzati, Lacava, and Greg, the best finishers they have right now with Dos Santos being out.
Lacava will take this. 3 goals, that leads the Rowdies. Does have the assist as well. And now he will yield.
I like this idea of Leo Fernandez, the left footer,
whipping in,
bring it right into the goalkeeper's living room, right at the beginning of the match. Let him make a play on the ball.
Through the green and gold smoke of Ralph's mob. Here it comes. Some argy-barginess going on inside the box. Ball is away, falls outside the 6, and it can be tracked down by Tampa Bay. They'll rotate it around the back. Whistle that one into the area. It was Elijah Martin to get the first touch to it for San Diego. This is Fernandez stuck on that right side. Wyke gives it a go. Sends it to Vegas, and he's got it in his hands. And it will be San Diego Loyal to build out of the back here.
Yeah, well, first touch of the ball for Vegas. Important for him. Get some confidence going.
Can we see Connor Antley getting a start at the right outside midfield spot? The continued injury from Dalgard. Here's some of your keys to the match here, Ryan.
Yeah, for the Rowdies, we talked at the beginning of the game, their expected goals per game, but they have to convert those early chances to get that momentum going. And if you're the Loyal, stop the whiff, stop Connor Antley, stop Leo Fernandez, force the Rowdies to come inside and have Etu and Wyke create the chances, not the guys on the outside.
You mentioned the 5th game in the last 2 weeks for the Rowdies in all competitions. On the other side, this San Diego Loyal team has not played since an Open Cup loss at LA Galaxy, Landon Donovan's whole club. They lost that. They played well, just like the Rowdies did in that Open Cup match against MLS competition. Just came a goal short from advancing.
Really am impressed with the USL teams in the Lamar Open Cup. Boy, have they gone head-to-head with the MLS teams and given them everything that they have in the last round.
Yeah, still 5 USL championship teams still alive in that competition. 4 more from USL 1, by the way. Now a nice build-up for Tampa. Rolls across Vegas, snuffed it out. But there were 2 Rowdies on that back post to lock it in. And back on the front foot is Wyke. Sends that one, it'll be corner number 2.
When we talk about expected goals per game, it's where the ball is during most parts of the game for the Rowdies. And it's right in these danger areas, ball coming across the goal, Excellent save by Vegas. Really sort of owning that 6-yard area, which he should.
That replay brought to you by Bayfront Health St. Petersburg, as all replays will be sponsored tonight. We'll do it again from the near side. Fernandez, the left foot, said they play it short. LaCava, one-on-one, back to Fernandez, changing the point of attack. The back post, tipped outside by Vegas. He's been a busy man here in the opening couple of minutes.
I love the switch up in the corner play with no Lewis Hilton to take the dead ball. Leo Fernandez, the guy marshalling that ball tonight. Look at LaCava, lays it back to the Fernandez. A sort of a shot/cross. And Vegas doing a good job with a strong punch. But yet another corner. This is number 3 in the opening minutes.
Fernandez this time, expect the outswinger. You want to reward Ralph's mob for the energy they've provided here to start. Headed out of trouble initially at the D. And White will corral that. Possession all in favor of Tampa Bay. We're in minute 5.
Immediately, Arozarena's asking for his width again for the players to bite the sidelines, get some chalk on your shoes. As you can see right here.
And Coach Collins in our call this week lamented the postage stamp size field in Memphis midweek that really wasn't friendly to the Rowdies, who lost that game.
No, the Rowdies' bread and butter is to have the ball go on the outside and come back in. So they will struggle a little bit with those shorter and smaller fields.
That said, we had chances. Despite having a red card and going down quick in the first minute, we had chances to get something from that game.
Still the hardest thing to do in the game so far, scoring goals.
Hasn't been much of a problem for San Diego this year. They have scored 18, but they've conceded 14.
I love how open Landon Donovan has his players playing. Lots of shots on goal. I think they're in the top 5 in the USL for shots attempted. Tons of passes. They're in the top 10 as well with passes as well. So they like to get on the ball and play open soccer. Just a pleasure to watch the San Diego Loyal.
They've also committed the 2nd most fouls in USL Championship this year with 120, so watch that going forward. They like to be around the ball.
I think that comes like when you hold a lot of possession and you're dispossessed. You try to stop the play as quick as you could.
Good point.
You give up fouls as a result.
We'll be in behind for a goal kick now for Raiko Arozarena, making his 4th start of the season tonight. Greg going end to end, stretching the field. LaCava was giving chase. Well, just a week ago, this was shaping up to be a battle of 2 teams in the top 2 spots in their conferences. Results didn't quite go the way in the last couple of weeks for either of these sides to keep them there, but we've got number 3 versus number 5 tonight.
And I love the formations as well. San Diego coming out in a 4-2-3-1. That is a pressing formation. And they're going to have enough players out wide to try to combat the Rowdies with. Rowdies, of course, playing a 3-4-3, which has become very familiar over the last 3 seasons.
White wins it. Now on the right side. Guenzati. Top of the 18. And played out of there. This is Moon getting the start near the top of the formation for Landon Donovan. Here come Loyal in the area, pushed off the ball, and corner kick it is.
Looked like it was Evan Conway. So good on his left foot, coming inside and out, coming in from that right-hand side, always giving himself that angle to have a shot. 10 shots already this season. Leads the San Diego Loyal.
Charles Adams will do the honors. Charlie, the Hendon, England native. First ball headed out. Adams will circle back.
You know, when I hear the name Charlie Adams, I think of the Scottish international. Played for Liverpool just about 5-6 years ago under Brendan Rodgers. So when I see Charlie Adams out here, that's all I can think of.
Now, could be that there is a
A
connection there from the parents, maybe?
A Scotland-England connection. That will be something very interesting at the family dinner.
Liverpool, though.
Yes.
Metcalf, who's starting at right back, he is from Liverpool. In his 3rd season in San Diego. Really nowhere to go here for Vegas. The Spaniard who spent 7 seasons in La Liga with Levante. And now the combatant is down for San Diego. And it's one of the 2 Martins, Elijah. Colin the other. The guy who you don't talk about a lot, but he does so much of the dirty work and mans that midfield, and one of those players that just kind of paints the pitch over the course of a match.
You know, we talk about Colin Antley on the Rowdies end, so too is Elijah Martin, the guy on the ball right now, who can play on either side because he's right-footed, but very comfortable being on his left as well.
50-50, and this time it's Loyal coming away with it. San Diego 5-2-1, 16 points, good for 3rd in the West. Have not played a league game since getting hammered by Louisville City at home 5-2, but even Neil Collins said that is a very misleading scoreline. Get to that in a second. Another build-up for the Rowdies. Martin has it. White with a bundle of energy commits the foul.
You know, Connor Antley is always going to be direct there. But you would like to see like a Lawrence White support him so he can roll the ball back on the inside. It can sometimes get predictable when the ball goes out to the wing back. All the centre backs are queuing up for the cross, and it becomes easy to defend. Like like Kyle Adams just showed. Wrong Adams, sorry.
There's 2 Adams and 2 Martins on the field for San Diego.
Kyle Adams completely anticipated the cross and made it look very tidy in the end.
So we say one of those names, we have a 4 in 11 chance of being right.
Thank you, Charlie Adams and Kyle Adams.
Kyle from Auckland, New Zealand, just like his center back mate, Nico Boxall, who's in for Grant Stoneman, who's serving a suspension for a red card in the last match against Louisville. Louisville City tops in the East. Undefeated.
Speaking about New Zealand, that's one of my goals, to get to New Zealand. You know, my dad went down there, he played cricket in New Zealand, and I have to get down there. He talks so much about it. Heck, the Lord of the Rings was made there.
Yes.
I got to get there.
To the Peter Jackson tour.
Yes.
Charlie Adams, one of the 2 Royal players standing over the ball, the captain here for San Diego. The other is Alejandro Guido. Chipped back post. Rosarina out to recognize the trouble and just punches it way wide.
One of the things that he brings, Rosarina, is that bravery, and he is so athletic. When he comes, he's a bowling ball, and he does not hold back. It is point A to point B, and gets your hands out.
I mentioned that San Diego lost on their home field, Torero Stadium, 5-2. That game had 3 penalties and 2 red cards. So the game kind of gets away from the definition of being a game at that point.
Yeah.
Really can't wean anything off of that result. And again, it was heavy squad rotation for Landon Donovan as they were getting prepared to go to LA Galaxy midweek. Dignity Health Sports Park. Try the right side.
You know, the Rowdies with the 5 games in 15 days, you can just see the pace, even though they started quickly out of the gates, starting to drop already and starting to become a little bit more human, where they started to get behind the ball, sort of manage the game a little bit. These players have been playing extra board for the last half of a month. And so now we can see the pace dropping a little bit, the entire squad, that is.
One of those things, Ryan, where you want to just kind of pick your spots to press and bring the energy, right?
So when you do find some open space, yes, you let the hand break down, as they say. But in between those times, you sort of manage the game at 80%.
Chase is on. Scarlett was there. Now at 2. Guillen. Press coming from San Diego. Rosarena will have to play it with his feet, which he's adept to do. A good spell of possession here as of late for San Diego.
Important block by Jordan Scarlett. That was Guido, number 10, so crafty, the lefty. And it was an important interception by Scarlett to stop that ball being played through.
Guido picked up a knock to his left calf, or left, it was the right calf, but a calf injury in their draw against Oakland. And is now back in the lineup, and certainly a welcome addition, the number 10. Now in his 3rd season. This team in its 3rd season of operation. White got the better of that one, and now into some open space. Guenzati.
Well, Lawrence White wanted the foul after the fact, but it was a little too far gone for the referee to bring it back. But we just want to talk about Guido one more time. As soon as we brought up his name, he got the ball in a dangerous spot, turned and looked for Nick Moon. That's one of those really luxuries you have when you play with a typical number 10. They can hold the ball up in really tight spaces where often players can't hold the ball up. And Guido can orchestrate attacks for San Diego, especially on the road where things can get very congested in that last third. Guido can definitely provide that service and get a goal on the road for them.
Well, Tampa Bay has Florida's most ways to play. Claim your next adventure at visitTampaBay.com. That's visitTampaBay.com. Both of these teams are residing in great vacation spots. Probably 2 of the favorite road trips in the league.
Absolutely, yeah.
Getting around the edge here is Nick Moon. One against Scarlett, lays it back. Nobody home.
It just seemed too easy. Good run by Nick Moon, but with Jordan Scarlett and company, it just seemed too easy for him to get to that byline and square the ball back. Talked about the players with their lack of pace and lack of energy, but it really showed in that instance.
Adams getting tied up there in the center circle. Our referee tonight, Sergey Demjanichuk.
Say that 3 times really fast.
No.
Don't even think about spelling it. He is a fantastic referee.
Demjanichuk. Rumpelstiltskin.
One of the best in the USL.
Beetlejuice.
Yep. See, you got it. There it is.
17th minute, no score.
Yeah, one of the best referees in the USL, Demjanichuk.
He's just named the butcher. Mike Nickerson, Albert Escobar, the assistants. Alejo Calumet is the 4th official tonight. Ball lifted down that right side.
That was excellently read by the right back. It was Jack Metcalf. Just reading Leo Fernandez's pass to Jake LaCava. The anticipation was perfect. San Diego have definitely done their homework against this Rowdies team.
Oh, really a nice turn there from Guido, top of the D. Keeps the run going, gets a shot away, and it's going to have to be cleared there by Mel.
Well, we talk about maneuvering the ball in tight spaces, and Guido does exactly that. Turns in traffic. 4 players, Rowdies players, still gets a shot off. It bounces right in front of Rosarena. Very awkward shot for him.
Rosarena was wearing a bullseye on his jersey there, so the shot went right at him.
Yep, but that's what the number 10 can bring to you. Really take pressure off of players in the attacking third and go at it alone and then open up space for others.
Short corner for San Diego. Whipped across. Scuffed back the other way. Way out of his box is Vegas. And the pressure helped put it wide for Tampa Bay. They'll have the throw. Neal using gestures to demonstrate what needs to be done.
Yeah, he wants the front players to stay a little closer together, so when the ball comes to their feet and there's a man right on them, you can just flick the ball to the person closest to you and get the attack going. When there's too much space, there's not much of an area for the attacker to flick the ball onto when there's a defender on his back. Right now, San Diego are doing everything right. Here's a chance here.
Top of the D. Adams, box off. Boy, how that clearance all the way out the left side and nicely brought down by Moon, the Wisconsin native. A little step right. Oh, what a shot! Nick Moon shoots the Moon and lands it. The Eagle has landed for Moon, and it's 1-0.
What a way to finish off that move, Nick Moon. The second man ball played over the top, completely split the Rowdies wide open, and Nick Moon did the rest. He had so much to do. Took the ball down from the half of the field, shimmied twice, turned Jordan Scarlett inside out, and just caressed it into the last post. You beauty.
His first goal of the season, Nick Moon from Waukesha, Wisconsin. Came over from Indy 11 in the offseason where he had 5 goals, and that is one for the highlight reel.
That's going to be on SportsCenter for at least a week, 7 days running over and over again. That was absolutely epic.
And Tampa Bay chasing a 1-0 game here. 20 minutes gone.
Well, exactly what this Rowdies team did not want. Every time they've conceded a goal first, it's been all uphill. Either they've lost or drawn, have not been able to win a game after going down a goal. And now San Diego really taking a foothold in the first half.
How about the response here? Into the area, the shot away, and we are tied! LaCava, his team leading 4th of the season, and it's 1-1.
Bravery, Jeff. Bravery is the word. Jake LaCava stole that ball, and as he approached the centre back, the last man, there was a decision. Shall I lay it off? Shall I release? Shall I relinquish this responsibility? And no, he did not. He put it on his left foot and finished it off. Brilliant from Jake LaCava. Exactly what this Rowdies team needed. A bit of bravery in the last third.
Well, when you concede a goal, you always talk about the response.
You're the most vulnerable after you've just scored, and San Diego just found that out the hard way. Still riding on that fantastic Nick Moon goal. And a bit of a steal, and the Rowdies, who have done nothing in the last third, find a way to steal the ball and counter press. And Jake LaCava, brilliant bit of individual play like Nick Moon, ties this thing up at 1.
Yeah, the counter press, not really their MO, but you'll take any goal any way you can get it. And maybe that's not a bad idea with the compact schedule.
No. Many different ways to get goals in this game, and if your offense is not going, you can do so from a defensive turnover.
Louisville City has won a lot of games doing that.
Yep, exactly.
So each keeper, Rosarena for the Rowdies and Vegas for the Loyal, have been beaten once. Level terms here, 21st minute. They got 23rd minute. The smell of the smoke wafting into our broadcast
Nothing
position.
like some sulfur in the broadcast booth. It's beautiful. Thank you, Rav Smob. Skyway Casuals, don't ever change.
Just requires goals to be scored. Well, that's good. So the lid off this one early. Talked with Coach Collins. He agreed this was going to be a good game for the neutral tonight.
Yeah, for the mere fact that San Diego plays a certain brand, similar to the Rowdies, they want to go on the front foot, they want to get on the ball, and they've done that in the opening 22 minutes. But that does allow for openings at the back once you're dispossessed, and this Rowdies team can do that as well.
Well, the USL Championship returns to ESPN2 as the back-to-back Eastern Conference title holders, Tampa Bay Rowdies, head west to take on a high-powered Phoenix Rising FC Sunday, May 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2.
Well, that's turned into a bit of a rivalry. The last 2 previous seasons, they've been the best team in the East and the best team in the West. So that's as high profile as you get in this league. Phoenix and the Rowdies.
Big shots over the last, what, 4+ seasons. Adams. Really impressed when he was at Rio Grande Valley. He was at Real Monarchs a year ago, 29 appearances and a goal. And a good pickup for Landon Donovan.
Love the patience from San Diego, making this Rowdies team go from left to right. We talked about their fatigue coming into this game, and San Diego pulling all the right strings, keeping a hold of the possession. We always talk about body punches in a boxing fight, when you hold possession for long periods of time, and the other team constantly has to react.
Moon again, is he going to have space? He will, one-on-one with Scarlett. White got into the back there and will concede the foul.
You know, Lawrence White, you love the mentality, how aggressive he is. But talk about a get-out-of-jail-free card for Adams. Had nowhere to go, but back towards the byline with 4 green shirts, and White bails him out.
Put a little bend on this. This has danger written all over it. Couple of options here for Loyal. A 1-1 match. 25 minutes gone. Guido. Back post. Again, brave was Arozarena. The Rowdies with work to do to clear it out. Will be unable to do so. Moon. Back to Guido. Alejandro, corner of the area. He'll let it fly and scuff that one over the wall.
Guido is playing with a lot of confidence right now. This elegant number 10. Has 1 goal already this season. Leads the team in crosses. He is certainly Mr. Production when it comes to the last third of the field for San Diego.
Talk this week with Neil Collins on our call too about the top 4 players in the league in passing percentage are on the field tonight.
Oh, it's great to watch.
These two teams are 2nd and 3rd in the league in their accuracy of their passing. It just goes to show the quality of the players, especially in the back.
Yeah,
what to control the possession.
And what these two coaches demand of their teams.
As Moshe Bane gets stuck in the 18. Back up. Moshe Bane to the line. Squeaks it across and eventually smothered and covered by Raiko Arozarena.
Well, that's one person you don't want to go to sleep on, Moshe Bane. He lives on that right channel, being the left-footed that he is, constantly asking the question, is he going to snap back and have a shot or pass it? This time goes to the byline, squares it across. Yeah. And Arozarena again, bravery, definitely one of his traits.
Tumi from Soweto, South Africa, 27-year-old, 10 goals last year. 2 this year to go with 2 assists and 20 chances created. That's 4th in the league. Fan favorite there at Torero Stadium, the campus of UC San Diego. Oh, we're getting all the challenge there.
Yeah, you could hear it from all the way up here. That challenge from the 2. It is not easy out there in that center circle. The trenches in soccer. I tell you what, though, the 2 Kiwis have passed the test so far. Have done a great job, Boxall and Adams.
That 2 draws the foul. Colin Martin is in on it. Another chance here for Tampa Bay.
So it's Steven Dos Santos getting that red card. Really not much of an aerial threat for Tampa Bay tonight. So those crosses may have to be waist height, or one of those sort of half shot, half crosses going across the 18-yard box. The Rowdies really have to get creative with their service from the sides tonight.
Kyle Gregg, not 6'4", but is 6'2", so certainly can do some damage.
Yep.
Wyke is 6'1". So find his way, same with Antley. And good teams find multiple ways to score. And Wyke will bend this to the near side. Antley trying to slip it through. Wow. Nicely done by Gregg to the back stick. And the race is on. Fernandez will not get there. It will stay with Tampa Bay, though.
Well, Lawrence Wyke is always going to be asking that question when he gets the ball in that area. Good delivery to the last post. Good defending in the end. Oh, beautiful.
Slipping it through, but just offside was Antley. He looks to the assistant referee.
There's no forgiveness from a coach if Connor Antley can't stay on side. He is seeing the game in front of him. He's not like a center forward sometimes with the back towards him. With the game with the back towards him, he is seeing it. He has to stay on side for Lawrence Wyke.
Albert Escobar with the "you shall not pass." It's the New Zealanders who held the line. There's Boxall. You have to get on his high horse. Boxall's older brother, Michael, plays for Minnesota United FC and has 117 appearances in Minnesota.
I know what the conversation is like on the dinner table in that family.
Half an hour gone, 1-1 our score. Moon for San Diego, LaCava for Tampa Bay. On the move again. How about that ball? Blistered and parried away with the left hand from Vegas. LaCava chasing. Some good pressure here. Again, picking their spots are the Rowdies.
Well, we talked about that sort of changing things up with the delivery from the right, from the sides. And Connor Antley just tries to witness into the path of Gregg. Good strong save again by Vegas, but the cross did get behind the back line.
Wyke, lovely ball, drops it in. Antley to the byline. Oh, just got a touch to it. It's Guenzati still looking for that first goal of the season. We'll reload now. Outswinger, flicked wide, and it will be a throw in for Tampa Bay.
Well, this time the delivery is shin height for Guenzati. I just couldn't direct it into the last post of Capitan. Boy, does he need to get one under his belt. And you know, when he gets that one in, the ketchup is going to start flowing.
Oh, good things come to those who wait. Was that the old ad campaign for Heinz?
Oh, yeah. just keep doing the right things. Keep getting open. Keep directing the ball towards goal. Keep things simple. And when one goes in, it's going to keep on coming.
Such is life as a striker.
Oh, yeah.
58 career goals for Tampa Bay. Sebastian Guenzati, 2 behind Georgi Ristov, who has the club record at 60. Moshabani down right at the halfway line. Well, at Boat, we make the best gear for you to enjoy life on the water. From paddleboards to floating docks, we're committed to pushing the boundaries of innovation, style, and design to help you stand apart. Stop by our St. Pete store to get the Boat experience. Adams will survey things. The confrontation just past that halfway line for Tampa Bay. Martin. Nice turn here from Guido. Back to Moon, who has just been relentless. Moon, it takes a deflection on its way out. And we'll do the corner thing once more.
Well, a quick possession check after 32 minutes. We have San Diego 64% possession so far. Really doing a good job on the road in a tough place in our land. Dominating the ball and really pushing the Rowdies back. And this man, Guido, at the helm.
This will be the third corner of the match here for San Diego. Looks to be a good one. He's whipped in. Here's Martin. Using the width. Adams. Far post. And Nick Dowd will do the corner on the other side.
Well, a good change up by San Diego. Usually they have been really orchestrating a lot of passes to get into the 18-yard box through Nick Moon and Guido and company. This time, Adams decides to whip it in. And they win another corner as a result.
Charlie Adams do the honors.
Do you know that Charlie Adams from Scotland, from Liverpool, was also a left-footer, Jeff? I just have to say that.
I did not know that. I did not.
I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
I appreciate Liverpool. I do not follow as close as you. With Man City right now, you're probably not the happiest of campers.
No, I don't think they'll ever drop a point for the next 10 years. That's what it feels like.
Right. Could be worse. It could be Leeds.
Yeah, that is worse. You're right.
So quickly into Colin Martin.
You know, as much as the Rowdies miss Lewis Hilton, Colin Martin is the Lewis Hilton of the San Diego team.
Absolutely.
The orchestrator. He is pulling the strings, deciding when to go short and when to go long.
Good accuracy even on the long balls. In fact, third in USL in completed passes coming in. 499 coming into the match, so he's over 500 now. 7-year player in Major League Soccer with Minnesota United and DC United.
But importantly, and it doesn't show up in his statistics, but with a game that runs on flow, when someone can dictate the flow, like a Martin, it helps everyone else. It gets contagious on the field.
Throw from Guillen. Oh, how about this build-up? Oh, just got away.
Well, when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? Seba Gwenzati had Jake LaCava in his sights. A little dink, and LaCava was in, and the pass much too hard.
Put out. Throw in San Diego. Can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access, Tuesday nights at 7 Eastern. Plus, you can hear live matches from the USL, Major League Soccer, English Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SXM app. And a whistle, and I believe getting a knock there is a referee, Sergei Demyanchuk.
We knew tonight's game was going to be a little bit physical.
We may need to have a sub here. Ooh. Part of taking one on the chin, he took one on the shin.
Looks like the fourth official is getting ready. Yep.
Wow. Well, fourth official is Alejo Calumet.
I tell you what,
pressed into duty here.
Calumet looks like he could run a 440 easily in the draft.
No, he doesn't have the height though.
No, but
right?
he has that
that doesn't have the Caribbean height speed.
No, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Limber though.
Has that Ricky Williams sort of
legs, there you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, I'm a Dolphin fan. Don't kill me.
Landon Donovan there, having a chat with Demyanchuk, who is certainly uncomfortable. So he'll try to, nope, he was going to try to be brave about it.
Nope, he's back off the field again. That looks like he's in a lot of discomfort.
Some people say, though, the fourth official has the harder job because the coaches are in their ears the entire match.
There is no worse job than the fourth official.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it is just verbal tongue lashing for 90 minutes from both coaches.
All right, well, Alejo Calumet is now taking over the referee. So, hey, next man up. This is why you train.
That's right, just in case, right?
We wish Sergey the best going forward. Hopefully that injury is not serious. And we've restarted the match.
Do you warm up the whistle blow though? Or you just warm up the legs?
Yes. Warm up the whistle. How about the turn from Fernandez along the line? Natu has it. Another build-up. Playing it to LaCava. The left flank. One-on-one with Metcalf. Laying it back. And over to Antley.
Beautiful.
Again, trying to get Antley in. Gets a right foot. Cuts it to his left. And keeps it alive. The D, the shot on the way into Ralph's mob. And it took a deflection on its way out. Yields a corner kick for Tampa Bay.
Well, Lawrence Wyke is slicing and dicing, and he threads another needle and finds Connor Antley. And look at the big cut back here. And gets it right onto the feet of LaCava, who's very much in form. Gets the shot off, gets the corner as well.
Antley, the Georgia native, stopped on a dime and gave him 9 cents change. Leads to a corner kick, another opportunity. Chance for Tampa Bay to take the lead perhaps here in minute 40. Whipped in, falls inside the box. It's in the net. Goal, Tampa Bay. And it's Guenzati. The drought is over for Sebas.
El Capitan finally gets one to go in. It comes back across the mix-up, right in the danger area, and there he is. That's where he lives, in the 6-yard box. A poacher of goals. And he poaches another one for the Rowdies. First for the season. What a finish. And what a time to get it. Back in Allang Stadium, right in front of Skyway Casuals and Ralph's mob.
Goal number 59 in Guenzati's career as a Rowdy. Just one behind Georgi Ristov. Comes in the 41st minute. And more importantly, the Rowdies have their first lead of the match. How about that? Took him to game 10 to get his first goal of the season. I would have not taken that bet at Seminole Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah.
Just would have not.
No.
10 for Guenzati to get a goal? No.
Yeah. He's been the most prolific player in the USL Championship for the last 3 seasons.
Leads to a lot more. Moshabani, that's just got danger in it. Wrong foots. Rosarena, which just kind of hung there and bounced. It's like playing on a sand lot, one of those weird bounces. For the faint of heart. And it will be Tampa Bay ball.
We talked about when San Diego scored their goal, you're always the most vulnerable when you just scored, and the Rowdies do the exact same thing.
Yes.
And they were right there, San Diego, right in point blank range. The shot was scuffed. Rosarena made the save, but yeah, the chance was there.
Both of these teams so dangerous.
And Nick Moon is getting caught being such an attacking, being asked to be so aggressive on this left-hand side that Connor Antley is having his way in this passage on the right-hand side in the last third. And now you can see Seba Guenzati's body language. He wants every ball to come his way now. He wants every touch. He's running just a little bit faster.
Another peachy ball. Good build up again, Tampa Bay. Mike stepped in front. Moon has it, crossing halfway. Wyke We'll get into the back of them, see if that will bring a booking. Nope, it's a garden variety foul.
Well, fourth official just came on. He's like, you know what? I've gotten a lot worse than that on the sidelines compared to the strike. He's like, you've never received abuse like a fourth official. That's nothing to me. Looks like it's an injury. It's Elijah Martin really having a hard time.
And he's calling for a substitution. Martin, who's played his 8th match, starting all. This could be a big loss. Steady as she goes there on the left side. Fresno native, played at Fresno when that team existed back in 2019. Haas actually played Tampa Bay Rowdies too for a small spell. Spent some time down in Bradenton at IMG Academy, and now Landon Donovan and his staff to start thinking about moving the chess pieces around, with Martin perhaps coming off.
Landon Donovan has the old Carlo Ancelotti sort of calm as you like coach, sipping an espresso on the sideline, watching the game with his scarf.
Always have the scarf.
With his scarf on. I love it. I love the Ancelotti sort of vibe.
Hashtag legend.
Oh, yeah.
3 minutes of stoppage time. Tacked on to the end of this one. The 2-1 score line in favor of Tampa Bay. A little bit of everything now. Martin's going to stay out there for the time being. Back to Adams, now Voxel. Cava and Guenzati goals in the 21st and 41st. They're trying to break out of a funk. Just a little too much club on that.
I love the idea of going direct, though, splitting the defense between Jordan Scarlett and Timmy Mill. Good ball by Adams. San Diego, 299 passes to Rowdies, 155. Talk about a change in characteristics.
Oi. Kind of talking to here. Adams got his money's worth. Two is the player down for Tampa Bay.
Well, give the referee some credits. Lawrence White was not given the yellow card for his overreaction and did not give Adams a yellow card. So he's kept
all you can ask for is consistency.
Yep, that's all he's done so far, and that's excellent officiating if he's going to let that go.
To many people, Tampa Bay was not afforded that in their Open Cup game in Orlando. Incredibly inconsistent.
Yep.
Talk to most people.
For such a high-profile tournament as well, to have that was not cool.
There's Greg trying to get ahead to it, and they'll lose it into touch. They played 2 of the minimum 3. Probably have a little over half a minute in addition now. Highlight stats, a little special feature from Tampa Bay's last home win coming your way. The sights and sounds of victory coming up at the half.
I love how they spread the field, San Diego. They play with so much width.
Sense of urgency at the moment, and we'll again go direct. And wise to it was Guillen. Will stay with San Diego, though. Short time in this first half.
And Moshe Bane is such a crafty character in running out off the ball. He just made eye contact with the guy with the ball and then darted down the line.
Back to Tampa Bay. We played the 3. And there is the whistle for Malehu Kalame. And 3 goals in, and the first half is in the books. The Rowdies answer the moonshot. The 19th minute with goals from LaCava in the 21st, Guenzati in the 41st. They've got a 1-goal lead here at home against San Diego Loyal. Halftime show coming your way right after this on ESPN+.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motor Cars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motor Cars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
New Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda.
Loud flavor.
The mayor must see this.
Hey, wait!
Flavor.
Mayor.
We bring flavor.
Whoa.
Citizens, I declare Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda the loudest flavors ever.
I help weight loss patients make lifestyle changes.
I give patients the tools they need to overcome obesity.
I help patients live longer.
I educate patients on the entire weight loss process.
I promote healthy habits with a healthy dose of compassion.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Every day, our bariatric teams achieve the results to wear it. Take the first steps toward permanent weight loss at baycarebariatrics.org.
I get up every morning with an opportunity to change someone's life. How cool is that?
Baycare, humanity at work.
It is a 2-1 lead for Tampa Bay as we enter our Visit Tampa Bay halftime show where treasure awaits. Jeff Radcliffe here, and look, it's a good start. 45 minutes down, 45 more to go. Is Tampa Bay playing San Diego tonight, but in their last trip here, a 3-1 win against Tulsa. Now we listen and enjoy the sights and sounds of that victory a few weeks ago.
Guenzati working his magic inside the box. Shot taken. There's the rebound and buried by Lewis Hilton.
See. Always love those dulcet tones of the voice of the Rowdies, Drew Felios. Hey, we take a spin around the USL Championship. When we come back, Rowdies leading this one over San Diego 2-1.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
Gonna channel the late, great curmudgeon Andy Rooney when I say, have you ever wondered if you couldn't play USL Championship in a video game? Well, now you can. USL Championship action, you can play as the Rowdies in Konami. It's included in eFootball. Download your copy today for free on your gaming platform of choice. Ryan Davis prefers the PlayStation 5 because he can get it unlike everybody else. Top 5 power rankings from Week 7. The undefeated Louisville City reside on the number 1 spot. The Rowdies' next opponent, Phoenix Rising, number 2. Colorado Springs, who San Diego will see in their next home match at 4. Detroit City, the debutantes of the league, coming in at number 5. We continue to look at the team of the week from Week 7. Does anybody have a better beard than Enzo Martinez of Birmingham Legion? He's one of those forwards, along with Stefano Pino, on that team of the week. Lambert, Johnson, Nadars are the defenders. Forbes, Malasevich, Ingalina, and Rodriguez, the midfielders. Take a look at the standings, at least in the East, brought to you by Visit Tampa Bay. Louisville still running the show at the top. Tampa Bay trying to make some noise here tonight with a win. We'll inch a little closer. They're currently in 5th, Indy 11-6, Birmingham in 7th. Bottom half, Miami FC, led by Anthony Pulis. They had beaten the Rowdies, still trying to get up onto that top half. Followed by FC Tulsa, Loudoun, Atlanta United 2, Charleston Battery, Red Bulls 2, and Hartford Athletic has 1 point, but it came right here at Al Lang Stadium. When we come back, highlights, stats from that first half. The Rowdies leading San Diego Loyal 2-1 here at Al Lang Stadium.
Can health insurance help cure loneliness? Can it take care of your best friend too? Or hold your hand for 9 months? Can it be there for you at 3 a.m.? Or inspire you to go the extra mile? We think so, which is why every day we ask ourselves, what else can health insurance do? Come find out.
New Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda.
Loud flavor.
The mayor must see this.
Hey, wait!
Flavor, 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 flavor.
Mayor.
We bring flavor.
Flavor. Whoa. Citizens, I declare Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda the loudest flavors ever.
What is fetchable storage? It's the best parts of today's moving and storage options combined. It's your storage unit on a truck that you drive. You save time by only loading it once. You save money, and it's easy and safe. Just fetch your storage container, fill it up, and bring it back. We'll take it from there. Visit redrovers.com now for a free month storage. Red Rovers Fetchable Storage saves you time and money.
We welcome you back to the halftime show, brought to you by Visit Tampa Bay, where treasure awaits. Jeff Ratcliffe alongside Ryan Davis, 2-1 to the good for the Tampa Bay Rowdies, but these two teams coming in as far as their passing ability and possession ability as good as advertised.
Yeah, I mean, San Diego coming on the road and dominating possession. Crisp passes, really making the Rowdies go from left to right. And Rowdies getting a chance and getting some goals. Both teams playing at a high caliber, but give San Diego credit for really dictating the pace of this game so far.
A lot of action to get you caught up on the first half highlights. We go to those now, and there are some tests early going for Raiko Rosarena.
Yeah, he's been in fine form so far this season, but this man, Guido, is just spectacular in the last third. Gets his shot off, awkward bounce for Rosarena, but he makes his save. Rowdies survive.
Yeah, well, Nick Moon had no such trouble in the 19th minute. Watch this.
And this is after a spectacular long ball to Nick Moon. Shimmies to his right, and look at the bender into the far post. No chance for Rosarena. Puts Scarlett completely out of the game and deserves a dance after that. Nick Moon.
But good teams respond not 2 minutes later.
Bravery by Jake LaCava, did not give up responsibility. Puts it on his left foot, and a dominant finish past Vegas to tie this thing up at 1.
Two teams pretty evenly matched now, tied at 1. But in the 41st, Guenzati makes an appearance.
Well, El Capitan hovering, doing all the right things, and finally gets his first goal of the season. Look out for the catch-up. Here it comes.
And 2-1's where we stand with another 45 to go. Let's take a look at the numbers. First half stats brought to you by Visit Tampa Bay.
Well, I have to tell you, San Diego, that possession, 66%. Just amazing what Landon Donovan expects of his team. He's spreading the field. Everyone is getting chalk on their shoes, as they say, and they're moving the ball from left to right and making the Rowdies' defense second guess. Shots on target, 6-3 to San Diego. When you hold that type of possession and you wear teams down, chances are going to be created. Credit for San Diego, they have not capitalized, but 6 shots to 3. San Diego Loyal may not have the goals to their name, but they're doing all the right things on the field in the first 45.
Well, not in the stats or the highlights of the injury to the referee. We can talk more about that in the second half. Here's the upcoming schedule. I mentioned Phoenix Rising on the road, one of the toughest teams to play in the West. Then it's back home against the top 5 team in Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Then at FC Tulsa, Louisville comes to town, which will be a raucous affair on the 4th. And then at Miami FC, looking to give a little payback to Anthony Pulis' crew. Getting set for second half action. Rowdies back out there. They'll attack right to left with a 2-1 advantage. The wind starting to blow in off the bay. We'll see what adjustments are to be made. Again, Rowdies have been playing a lot. They have played one game every 4 days, if you include all competitions, including the Open Cup this year. Eventually that will lighten up for them. After this game, they will have a game at Phoenix next Sunday, so just a regular 1 week of action, but they got to get through with the result tonight to end this long run of a compact schedule. What do you want to see here, Ryan, from Tampa Bay with a 2-1 lead?
You know, I think if you're Coach Collins, you're okay being the word, with San Diego dominating the ball. The Rowdies have had a hard time in creating chances when they've been dominating the ball in Alang. Now the other team wants to dictate the tempo a little bit, even though it's not their characteristic. They can get a goal or two by the counter press, as Jake LaCava showed in the first half. So I don't think they mind too much, but it can become exhausting when you're chasing that wrong ball for 45 minutes.
66.5% possession in favor of the visitors. But not to be unexpected when talking with Neil Collins this week. And having played midweek, a lot of tired legs out there. Don't necessarily want to dictate things. Sometimes it's a read and react, and it's worked out thus far.
Yeah. And look at this press now. Look at the white shirts all over Lawrence Wyke. I mean, San Diego really are committed here on the road, and it's so fun to watch.
I'd venture to say that this game has a few more goals in it.
Yeah, I would definitely bet the deed to my house on that.
San Diego, as we've mentioned, the leading scoring team in the league coming in. 18 goals scored, 14 conceded, so +4 on the goal differential, just like Tampa Bay, but they'd only scored 12 and allowed 8 coming in. What? So Timmy Mel wanted an explanation there. Here come LaLoyle. Sent across, read well by White, who had it stick to his right foot, and will try to get out of there. Oof. Ouch. Well, that's one way to hold your man down. Greg certainly feeling it, and there's our first yellow card of the match.
By the fourth official, I might add. Look at Greg trying to hold it up, and Adams having nothing of it, not allowing the counter-attack to start, just ending it right there. But as a centre-back, you do not want to be getting a yellow card when you're 55 yards from your goal.
Right.
I mean, as a coach, you're like, really, you don't need to get a yellow card there.
Look at the scouting report on Kyle Adams. Right, good quality play, but he does tend to be erratic with his challenges. That was in the scouting report, and that is proven true.
Oh, yeah.
Actually got a chicken wing out there at the Louisville City game that they lost 5-2 and conceded a penalty with a handball. Just underway second half. 2 unanswered goals for Tampa Bay.
Look at Connor Antley. Nick Moon is having a great game, and Connor Antley has gone from byline to byline as a right wing back. He was the featured player for the Rowdies at the beginning of this game. Played centre back for the Rowdies for the most part of the season. Now gone back to his right wing back position and has not stopped running for about 15 days now.
Rose Arena with Ralph's mob behind him now. Perfect night here for soccer in St. Pete. Nice cool breeze blowing off the water. San Diego in the ascendancy here to start this second half.
And Tim Mill is not happy. He
thought
he was fouled. Good recovery in the end.
Mel getting his first start tonight, the Manhattan Beach, California native.
It looked like San Diego want to do something different with the corner kick scheme here. Adams and Guido. Looks like Adams is just going to go direct.
Adams.
Great delivery.
Curls that one in. As Fernandez to get ahead to it first. Now White with a full head of steam. Takes a bit of a whooping, and he is in some discomfort.
And it's going to be another one, Jeff.
Who's it on? Yellow on Martin. So Elijah got his money's worth.
Yeah, it was man or ball. It looks like Elijah didn't get the ball. Could not allow White to get on that counter-attack. He would have been in on goal. And that's what Aaron Guillen was saying, that Elijah Martin was the last player, but I don't think so. I think there was enough defenders trailing to have an argument that he was not, it's not an immediate red, but Elijah Martin could not afford to White to get through on this counter-attack here.
Just late. Staff checks him out. Resume play. And now foul committed by Scarlett. Not much in it, but definitely a foul.
Jordan Scarlett, interesting topic, has been in fantastic form for literally over 2 years with the Rowdies, and since then has had a dip in form. And now has found his way back into the starting lineup tonight. But it's strange to see players like that who've dominated in the league for so long just be human and go through periods where just not at their best. Jordan Scarlett.
26 years old, still a lot of soccer left in the legs of the Jamaican. By way of the Bronx. Born in Jamaica.
Had a couple of conversations with him, and I would tell you, that guy's character is just amazing. Fantastic personality, and it comes right out into his play on the field.
Had a goal disallowed in 2 games earlier this season. Not very often are one of your center backs going to be getting chances at goal. You have them disallowed. That's a heartache. I guess we're trying to get out of there with that 2.
And that's it right there. He makes a fantastic read on the ball, intercepts. There's a chance for a counter-attack, but his confidence is not there now, Jordan Scarlett. So the pass now goes astray. And just 5 months ago, he would have found an outlet, and the Rowdies would have been off to the races.
Zadi Guillen had stepped in front. Again, Zadi was out running with him. Wyke, another great service into the area. Reading it well was Vegas. Wyke is in on everything, commits the foul.
He just doesn't stop, and Coach Collins loves that about him. And he has the versatility to play centre-back or centre midfield.
25-year-old out of Bolton, England. 7 MLS appearances with Atlanta United back in 2020. Product of the Man U Academy. He definitely likes to run. No doubt about that.
Just wind him up.
Through here to Moshibane. Metcalf and Boxall back to Adams. Switching it left side. Adams headed high in the air. Again. Now Fernandez.
Oh, beautiful.
Just warded him off. LaCava.
With a head of steam.
He's got 1. He'll go to his left foot. Can he have 2? No, but he will earn a corner kick. How about the run from Jake LaCava, the loanee from Red Bulls?
Boy, is he played with some confidence. Did not even look to give up responsibility again. Just took it right down the throats of San Diego, just to try to get right into point-blank range and squared across. But it all started with a well-guided header by Timmy Meal on a defensive header. He's had a pretty tidy game so far, the centre-back.
Gerard Struber paying attention to every touch of the ball from Jake LaCava. He's played well so far this season in USL. '56-minute corner kick from Fernandez. And we'll play it again, Sam.
thought that corner kick was a little too casual by Leo Fernandez. Just sort of floated it into that first post. If you're gonna deliver the ball to the first post, you're gonna have some whip on it.
Put a little Devo on it.
Yep.
Whip it good.
Here comes some of that English mustard on it now. Oh,
a little Brazilian picanha.
Oh yeah.
Who else? Wyke on the ball. Corner of the area. Coming out to meet him.
And do you say if he's Argentine, do you say you put some chimichurri on it?
It's not very spicy though, but I love chimichurri.
I love chimichurri.
Yeah, it is good. You've lived in Florida a while now too.
Yes.
Right, so Cuban food. That is the thing. That once you move here, you can't get it good anywhere else.
Yeah, the sauce is the mojo sauce.
Yes.
Oh my God,
man!
All right, now I'm hungry.
Sure, there's a few spots down here in St. Pete that it hit after. Two-one score line. Been that way since the 41st when Guenzati gave Tampa Bay the lead. Not be able to just rest on your laurels, though. I don't think 2-1's going to be enough.
No, especially with the San Diego team probing with the ball for most of the game. The percentage now is up to 66% possession. Look at this run by Guido here. Good interception by Antley. But you're living dangerously by giving up so much possession to a team that's crafty with Mushobane, Guido, and company.
Colin Martin gives it up. Guido just outside the area, takes a knock and play on. It'll be a goal kick.
Well, there's Connor Antley again, right on top of it. We talk about him, his offensive exploits, but Guido cannot get past the wall that has a number 2 on its back in Connor Antley. He's as mobile and as strong as you like. Looks like German artillery, Connor Antley. A Panzer, they call it. A German tank. Uh-oh.
Oh, loose ball. Collected. Shot on the way and over the bar.
Unbelievable, Kyle Gregg.
He's not going to miss it that often that way.
Too much time on the ball. Had too much time to think about it. Took a touch, did everything right here, except the little dink was not there. Too much pace on it. Oh, had Vegas for dead. And Kyle Gregg is going to stay at the ceiling tonight and think about that one again.
The game will always give you another chance.
Yeah.
Out the other end, though. Oh, good service. Back post. Scarlett did well with it. Got it wide. Well, celebrating its 75th anniversary, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. Choose what you play with at www.selectsportamerica.com. That's Select, League's Choice, Player's Choice. Landon Donovan in his technical area giving
certainly looks like San Diego's going to make a change here. Maybe a Kyle Vassell sighting.
And that has uh-oh written all over it.
Yeah.
Vassell is in the technical area.
I mean, you can't blame Landon Donovan. You can't wait any longer. Give him a clear 30 minutes to come in. He's your best center forward, leading scorer. Give him 30 minutes of time to do something, to create something.
So Vassell, he will spell Charlie Adams. Interesting.
But Adams is on that yellow card that he got earlier.
See if that changes the shape. Vassell, we talked about in our open, coming off the substitutes bench tonight, 5 goals. That's second in the league. What a weapon. The super sub for Landon Donovan in this match. He has 18 shots. That's 3rd in the league. The last couple of seasons with Cheltenham Town in England, Rotherham, Blackpool, 63 appearances in 22 games, or 22 goals from 2016 to 2018. So he has done it at some of the higher levels.
That is real pedigree coming into this championship.
Northern Ireland International, 2 caps. So this is the quality you have coming off your bench, and it looks like Neil Collins will counter. Another man who played at a high level in England. And Kyle Gregg will come off. So, as we said, the game will give you another chance, not tonight.
Yeah, you don't really want to see that after a miss. You want to have the player get some confidence going. But it looks like Coach Collins is, like you said, going to counteract. And it looks like he's telling Kyle Gregg exactly that.
Deon Harris makes his 9th appearance of the season. And that brings instant pace, and you want to play the counter. He's one of those guys that can win that ball for you. Played over an hour now, still 2-1 score.
You can see the Rowdies completely different characteristic tonight. Not pressing high, sitting in their own half, bunkering down, and just closing the passing lanes that Conor Antley's doing there and looking to counter.
Oh, they nearly had Harris making that run.
Now, Deon Harris is playing the center forward position right now. And by no means that is not an easy position.
Just stretch the field, get possession on the other side, make them defend a little bit.
But one of Neil Collins' points he always says, he says forwards are his first defenders. So bringing on a fresh pair of legs means for exactly that, to press the ball there.
Don't want to just sit back and absorb against this team. Falls inside the D. Fernandez will get out to it. That's a dangerous ball, caught in the air by Arosarena. Foul committed by San Diego. That was Vassell.
Yep. Rosarena. Look at this again. He comes out again, gets his right hand across. And this Vassell just continues on.
Vassell is solid, by the way. That is not going to feel good.
No. Still down. And yep, he's confirmed that he needs the medical attention.
Another look here on our Bayfront Health replay.
Comes in, Vassell continues his run. Nothing wrong there. It's just incidental, but no less painful.
Yeah, that's going to be a shot to the ribs. I don't know how goalkeepers do it.
I really don't. I mean, you're on an island for the entire game. You are the last man between a goal and not a goal. It is really a lonely position. And you have to put your body on the line every time. And we talked about Vassell being that high-quality player off the bench. CJ Cochran is no slouch in between his sticks.
You never want to have to make one of your changes be a goalkeeper.
No. It actually changes.
Right now, he's going to continue to give it a go, Ryko. 5 shots by the Rowdies, 2 on target, 6 and 2 for the visitors from San Diego. Possession almost at 70% for the visitors. Again, going against your typical trends if you're a Rowdy supporter. But you got to learn to win multiple ways in this league. Here's Vassell. Another point in behind. Oh. Etu
Well, we talked about Vassell being the prototypical English forward, and he's coming on, and bodies are going flying. Junior head to, and Vassell hits him, the old linebacker tackle. Begging for shoulder to the shoulder, but you love that from your forward. You want that from your forward if you're Landon Donovan or any coach. You want the defenders to go home limping.
Tampa Bay has Florida's most ways to play. Claim your next adventure at visitampabay.com. That's visitampabay.com. Harris, he's on. Lays it across at the spot.
Ooh.
Oh.
Asking for a penalty there. See
Not
what
that time. Gonzatti sitting on a brace.
Here it is again. Cuts back to that left foot. There's the challenge. I think there was enough ball.
Mike bounces that one in to Vegas. If you're San Diego here, you certainly want to get a ball put in and test Rosarena. See how fit he is.
If you are San Diego, you want to get Guido back on this ball again. They look so threatening in that first half. Yes, they're going from left to right, but surely the number 10 is going to have to free up and create some sort of guile in the center of the park for San Diego to then thread one through or get a shot off for himself. And here he is.
In our 68th minute.
You can see the constant movement by Mushabani, trying to get on the end, trying to make something happen.
Jack Blake. Here there's a sub. Getting tangled up there. Guillen's not going to back down from anybody. Lifted long. And back it goes to Vegas. Well, we're in St. Petersburg. Battle of two of the top teams in the respective conferences here in the USL Championship. Tampa Bay leading 2-1 against San Diego. Jeff Radcliffe, Ryan Davis, glad to have you along wherever you happen to be watching. Good night for any neutral supporter watching this one.
You know, we talked about the change of characteristics between these two teams. When this game blew off, started, the Rowdies were #1 in passes, had over 800 more passes than San Diego. And now San Diego has now doubled the amount of passes the Rowdies have had so far in this game, completely changing their
narrative.
MO.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, not a surprise. We're kind of led to believe this could happen. Again, this is the 5th game in 15 days for Tampa Bay.
Yep. That'll change your MO quickly.
Oh, it just sits. Laid across. Scarlett got a foot to it. And now clear.
Uh-oh.
Harris will chase. And come away with it. Diane Harris. Corner of the area. 2 defenders on him. Will lay it across. LaCava catches up. Numbers coming to help. Cuts to his left and loses it.
Well, Deon Harris had LaCava dead red in his sights. But again, the pass was a little too hard. LaCava would have been in on goal with a one-on-one.
They're talking about it now. Still, you're forcing San Diego back and giving him something to think about as we enter the 70th minute. This will be a big 3 points should Tampa Bay be able to hold on here.
Boy, have they needed some home cooking. Been on the road for the last 10 days. A draw, a loss, and a loss to Orlando in the US Open Cup. All close games, mind you, but still.
And again, to be fair, both of these teams could say they probably had very, very good performances, if not getting the result in those Open Cup matches. I thought Tampa Bay was not just equal, but better than Orlando in the first half. And credit to Tampa Bay, they had to play their starters. And that one nearly fumbled there by Vegas.
First real penetrative run by Junior Etu for a long time. Took the defense on, drew the crowd in, and laid it off to Leo Fernandez. Fernandez's service should have been better. Oh, that's a tongue twister. Fernandez's service.
This will be a good vocal warm-up for us.
Yes.
For every match. Turn from Vassell. Throw in San Diego Loyal. Well, look at that. The former American League Rookie of the Year in 2020. That's Randy Arozarena. Yep, plays for the Tampa Bay Rays and also the big bro of Rico. Best seat in the house.
Yeah, his brother is definitely doing the family proud.
How about just the athleticism in that gene pool, right? Family-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Got a high-level soccer player and one of the best players in Major League Baseball.
Wow, what a flick on by Antley.
Another build-up for Tampa Bay. Could this lead to another one? Harris, who's kind of waiting on it, never got to him.
It bobbed up and the questions were asked for a penalty.
Harris has given him something to think about.
You know, Dion Harris has started the last 3 games for the Rowdies, being such a young, explosive player. You can understand why Coach Collins wouldn't want to have started him again on a 4th consecutive game. But he's come on and really given the back line for San Diego something to think about with the counter-attack.
So you could see why RSL drafted him 20th overall in 2020 out of UConn. Just needs some more of the development at the professional level.
Yep.
What a weapon you can have with that pace.
Yes.
At 2. Taking a hit. Helped up by Blake, the Englishman, who, good to see him out there. If you may remember, played with Tampa Bay in 2018, number 7 for San Diego.
Well, the old corner flag pass, they call that.
That's right.
A little early for that for the Rowdies, but they tried nonetheless.
Macava opened the scoring for Tampa Bay in the 21st minute. Gonzatti gave him the lead in the 41st. We've had no scoring in the second half. Arozarena has to get on his high horse.
Had a heavy first touch, but his delivery after that made up for it. That's exactly what the Rowdies want from their goalkeeper. And he provides that characteristic. Good with his feet, almost like a sweeper. The Rowdies usually want to push forward and be the ones that dictate the game. But with the San Diego team doing so well in their possession, has forced the Rowdies into a defensive bunker.
Oh, goodness gracious. Vassell just shook off one defender. Shot on the way, hits the side netting. We are tied at 2.
Well, the former Rowdy does the business, and that was all Vassell. He bumped Leo Fernandez clean off of that ball and then just served up some dessert for Blake. Look at this. Puts it on a platter, wine and cheese. And just like that, it's 2-2.
It's Blake's first goal of the season.
Individual brilliance, Jeff. Not too many team mechanics there. It is just Vassell being physical and putting the ball right on a platter for Blake, and good finish by Blake.
Quarter hour from full time. It is knotted up 2 goals apiece. Still some work to do. feather in the cap should San Diego come in here and take all 3 points. Tampa Bay in danger here now. That should be an easy call. Metcalf. One way to stop him.
Well, with the height advantage that San Diego have with Boxall, Adams, Martin and company, it's going to be hard for the Rowdies to find a goal here.
Remember, they answered in the first half.
Yep.
2 minutes after they conceded, they scored. White. It's it back from Fernandez. Just shuffled it in. Nobody home. Looking to break out full speed ahead. Oh, the jousting going on is big league right now. Lead back. Guillen at 2 in the air. Big 50-50 upcoming. And will concede the foul. Tampa Bay will get it back.
Looks like it's Meal and he's still down. When players go up for a header and other players use their body as a table, it's called La Mesa in South America. And it can be very painful as that player comes down and goes over the other player.
A change for Tampa Bay. Jan Ekra, the wily veteran, will come in for LaCava, who has run about 10 miles tonight at high rates of speed. So you've got the 31-year-old native of Cote d'Ivoire in his 4th season. Ekra's 9th appearance of the season. So that will give you a little more bite in the midfield.
Yeah, it's going to bring you some guile, but definitely not the pace. What a ball, though. Great attempt, and Vassell just being that target. Just so smart to run off the ball and then hold up the ball when he needs to. You can't really teach that as a center forward. It just comes with experience. And we talk about a super sub in Vassell.
Certainly changed the narrative of this game. Well, at Boat, we make the best gear for you to enjoy life on the water, from paddle boards to floating docks. We're committed to pushing the boundaries of innovation, style, and design to help you stand apart. Stop by our St. Pete store and get the Boat experience. And another player from San Diego has gotten the yellow card experience. Connor Antley, that was actually the Rowdy player that got it. Yep, a hook. First player in the book for Tampa Bay. Minute 79. Game in the balance.
These players have run so much. You can just see Moshabani taking a bite of that new sports performance medicine bar. Try and get some energy to finish off the last 12 minutes. Getting wrapped around the waist.
The energy gel.
Oh, yeah.
See the cyclists in Europe use those all the time.
You think you could use one of those things to mow the lawn? Because that's about what I do right now. I just cut my grass. Do you use one of those performance things? You know? Is it too much?
Maybe it's an idea. I was wondering where you're going with that.
No, it's probably just too much, right? The sports medicine.
Who doesn't need the energy is Ralph's mom, but yes.
No.
Oh, the grass. Hey, it's nice to have kids. Let me just tell you that.
Oh, yeah.
I just burn energy playing in the over 40 leagues now. This portion of the match brought to you by Boat. Floating docks, paddle boards, you name it. St. Pete store has the answer. The Rowdies looking to go ahead. Ekra running in there. Rowdies coming in 1 win from their last 6. Boy, they would love to take all 3 here tonight at home. Schedule will get a little easier as far as number of games. Competition not so much, with Phoenix and Pittsburgh on the horizon.
Deon Harris, and that is a very dangerous ball by Connor Antley. But Deon Harris is using that speed to run in between the seams of Adams and Boxall. And with the 2 slower centre backs having a hard time keeping up with the substitute.
Oh, see the heavy legs and just the heavy heads now starting to show up here for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, once the fatigue sets in, everything starts to fail. The trapping begins to fail. The decision making begins to fail.
They're at Oakland on the 2nd of April. Then the Open Cup game against the Villages. Then a week after the Oakland game, it was the loss here against Miami FC. Then another home match a week later against Tulsa. Then the Open Cup against Orlando City. New York Red Bulls 2 on the road. At Memphis on the road midweek. It has been a stretch, to say the least. The only win was that 3-1 affair against Tulsa. Well, and the game against the Villages, too. Game that I believe Lucky M. Kasana had 3 goals. Be a nice person to perhaps come on now to spell and sneak a late one.
Yep. You know, it'd have to come on for like someone like Wenzati, though, who has a goal under his belt.
Yeah. San Diego has not played a league match since the 16th. And it'll be a free kick. So they are well rested.
Well, Nick Moon is playing with extreme confidence. Takes the ball right down Connor Antley's throat. Gets a free kick. Antley not happy with it, but excellent run. Looks like Guido is having a hard time just walking to the ball. Oh, what an opportunity for San Diego to steal one here on the road. You can see the trees coming up. We have Vassell, Adams, and Boxall.
Guido whips it in, comes all the way through. Nobody nicked it.
What an opportunity that was. Great bowling from Guido. And it was Evan Conway, the number 14, who almost got on the end of it.
With 7 minutes in stoppage to get back on the top end of this score line. And sent out for a throw for Tampa Bay.
Every time the ball goes out to the wing back, Deon Harris pulls off of Adams and makes that streak, and there's just no chance for Adams to catch him.
Oops. Oh, he hit the light.
Well, he's a soccer player, Jeff. He can't use his hands very well with the ball.
Yes. I don't know if he kept his back foot down on the throw. I'm not sure. Hey, don't miss a minute of the action in 2022, whether your club is on the road or at home. Catch nearly every second of the USL Championship action on ESPN Plus, the home to USL, MLS, La Liga, the Bundesliga, UFC, and more. Sign up today at plus.espn.com. Zadi back in the score column, opening his account. 4 minutes from halftime. 59 goals on the all-time scoring charts here in Tampa Bay. When Georgi Ristov retired, I didn't think anybody would catch him.
Yeah, it took 3 incredible seasons by Seba Gwenzati to make it a discussion.
He's got 54 goals, now 55 for this franchise. Now in his 6th season.
Here it is again.
And Harris trying to stretch things. Nearly comes away with it. Good defending there from Boxall.
Great recovery by Boxall. Harris turned right back into him. And the long legs of the law won that one.
Shabani won't catch that. Wyke.
Guido, just stop it, Guido. That is beautiful.
On the outside. Gets a step. Oh, nicely done by Antley. Can defend, he can put a cross in. He can turn you sideways. And now a yellow. That goes against Colin Martin. So third yellow of the match for a loyal player.
Well, San Diego came into this game second in fouls in the USL, and they've lived up to that name.
You're right. This is one of those things that just keeps you from getting into a rhythm.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Keeps you from kind of just playing with the ball the way you want to.
Oh,
Jordan. So it's red light, green light.
This could be another one. This time it's Guido. And San Diego, they look very, very tired coming on this stretch. And they're just lunging into challenges right now. But they've bossed the game for most of the game. They've kept possession for long periods of time.
Yeah, late.
And Guido just wanted to stop Jordan Scarlett's momentum.
Mike whistles it to the center. Guillen. Down the line, will it hold up? It will not. Antley was hustling. Landon Donovan, you'll take a point here on the road coming cross country.
Yeah, in a tough place in our land. Rowdies desperate for a win.
Games coming to that, New Mexico, tough place to play with their crowd, and then Colorado Springs, who's high up in the standings. Ooh, coming in late there. Run continues, and it's scored. Colin Martin. No, Evan Conway. And Tampa Bay is spent.
Well, they got caught on the counter-attack, Tampa Bay Rowdies, and good ball movement by San Diego Loyal. The foul was there, referee played on, smart play by the referee, and Moshabani picks out Conway. And you have to say Rosarena did everything right, and it went right underneath his hands. Good finish by the left-footed Conway, though. He didn't complicate things, Jeff. He put it on frame, and the keeper didn't save it. Well deserved by San Diego.
Conway's second goal of the season. Shabani putting in the work. Went from a goal up to a goal down. In the span of 13 minutes. Here comes in the 89th. And now, as it looks, you're going to get nothing from it. Here comes Lucky M. Kasana. Guenzati will come off. Ouch. Should be a fair bit of stoppage time.
Great heads-up play by San Diego, though. Didn't stop playing. The foul came in. They won the challenge, the 50-50 challenge. They won it. Had the momentum. Moshabani, heads-up play. Great officiating by the referee. In the end, Conway just did not complicate things. Put it on frame.
Ekra loses it in the touch.
Rosarena just did not make the save.
The one that got away. The storyline from this one. Slow this down. This following 4 yellow cards on San Diego players. 6 minutes, so there is time. Here kind of response can you get? San Diego will bring on Camden Riley here in the latter minutes of this one. The next dead ball.
Awkward bounce here for Scarlett. Yep. Vassell's so good in those situations.
Vassell's come in and changed the game just with his ability to hold up.
Yeah, just with his presence, right? Now, as much as you want Deon Harris and Lucky Akwesana to stay up on the centre backs, they can't be so disjointed from the midfield. Oh, good layoff. They have to be able to come back and link with the midfield.
The game will give you chances. Ekra. Tug of the jersey there on Harris. Nothing comes of it. Far corner. Whipped across, falls just outside the area. Running out was Vegas.
Good cross by Connor Antley. Vegas completely missed it.
Now you got to be careful. Vassell. White got the better of it that time. Still concedes the possession. San Diego in no hurry.
It's been a quiet night for Leo Fernandez on this left-hand side. Connor Antley was the man doing the business on the right.
Well, should Tampa Bay not be able to come back here as Colin Martin comes off for Camden Riley? Still a lot of positives looking ahead as the schedule will stabilize a little bit. Players will come back off of suspension, injury. The expected goals, as you mentioned numerous times here, among tops in the league. Just got to learn to finish a few more. Still chances here tonight, though. Harris. And it rolls all the way to Vegas.
I mean, you don't want to harp on things, but you talk about chances missed. The Kyle Gregg miss now just looks so devastating. And that's just an example of what the Rowdies, the bug that's bitten the Rowdies forwards in the last couple of weeks. It was just another example. I'm not picking on Kyle Gregg. It was just an example I'm showing.
Well, Neil Collins said this week, you hope the game itself has it, everything levels out for you, everything comes.
Yeah.
Where the chances that you aren't supposed to get start coming, then it balances.
I mean, if you're a Rowdies fan, you're very happy that Seba Gwenzati is back on the scoring sheet. And maybe has some momentum going into the other games.
Now, the Rowdies have shown they can beat anybody in this league on any given night. The schedule coming up: Phoenix, Pittsburgh, Louisville City. Miami's already beaten them once. It's not going to be easy, but it's a long slog in the USL Championship.
Yes.
Just collect points when you can. This team will be there at the end.
And that's why the league itself is so indicative of who the best team is, because your entire roster is exposed for a long period of time. And there's nowhere to hide when it comes to the league.
The yellow there. Going to Scarlett. Frustrating night here. Tampa Bay had the lead, 41 minutes. At the 41-minute mark of the first half, Gwenzati, we even said then they'll probably need more than that. And San Diego is countered with 2 goals here in the second half. Blake. And then Evan Conway.
Strange to have Vassell be behind this one. Up corner flag. Heads up play. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick.
Time running short. Now in the 5th minute. A little more than a minute left. It's Vassell protesting something. Flicked by Kasana. And winged out to the near touchline. 45 seconds minimum here. Guillen quickly thrown in.
It's the last chance saloon right now for the Rowdies. This is it.
Fernandez, Ekra combining. Spins it. That might have been the attempt there from Etu off the left foot. Got it across, but Vegas was up to the challenge. San Diego will be off to New Mexico next Saturday. Played a number of Eastern Conference teams as of late, so it'll be nice to stay in their conference for a little while, I'm sure, if you're Landon Donovan. We've played the 6. Forearm shiver. Nothing given there. Ekra got to be proactive now. Into the area. Harris will race and commit the foul. Nick Moon went tumbling.
Too little, too late. Jan Ekra, no reason to kick the ball over the top. He had players all around him to play it short. Went direct and right into San Diego's hands.
Could be the last kick of the game now. Vegas going to take his time. And whistle to mouth for Alejo Calumet. And San Diego has come in and grabbed all 3 points against Tampa Bay, coming cross country to do so. They win it 3-2. So defining win of the season for San Diego. Tampa Bay will go back to the drawing board, wasting goals from LaCava and Guenzatti in the first half. We'll wrap this up, put a green and yellow bow tie on it when we come back after the break. 3-2 San Diego.
We help our patients live life without pain.
I help patients get back on their feet.
Getting my patients moving moves me.
I help patients go through orthopedic surgery smoothly.
I help patients take their first steps after hip replacement.
It's not just an ID badge, it's a badge of honor. Learn why 98% of our patients are walking within 24 hours of surgery at BayCareTotalJoint.org.
Every day, I help patients live happier lives.
BayCare, humanity at work.
50 years of automotive excellence doesn't just happen. It's built on a commitment to that excellence, and we wouldn't change a thing. I'm excited to announce Reeves Import Motorcars is now part of the Morgan Auto Group family, giving you an unparalleled buying and service experience that's uniquely Morgan, like the Experience More guarantee at no additional cost. But it's more than selling you a vehicle. It's the experience, the lifestyle. Introducing the all-new Morgan Import Motorcars. Experience the lifestyle today. When you make it Morgan, we make it happen.
Landon Donovan's men come in and take all 3 points. A 3-2 win at Tampa Bay tonight. The Rowdies picking up their 3rd loss of the season in the process. And you were talking the possession was going to come back to haunt them. And tonight it did as we look at some of the highlights in this one. 5 goals. It started with this one from Moon.
Yeah, a beauty by Nick Moon coming in on that right hand. That right foot and just burying it to the last post to get San Diego on the road with a 1-0 lead. But Jake LaCava, we talk about bravery, sees off his player and finishes it with his left foot, taking the responsibility. No, Kyle Gregg, I got it. 1-1.
20 minutes later, opening his account, finally, Sebastian Guenzatti.
El Capitan finally gets the ketchup bottle open and gets his first goal of the season. And the Rowdies take a 2-1 lead, and usually it's lights out. But this man, Kyle Vassell, comes in, uses all of their experience, and puts one on a platter.
Blake, former Rowdy, gets the goal to tie it up, but then the killer in the 89th from Conway.
Well, San Diego steal that ball, and Conway just puts it on frame, and Rosarena somehow lets it pass the first post, and San Diego come in here and steal one in our land.
Their 6th win of the season. They go up to 19 points in the West. Here's a look at the final stats. Loyal lead things on shots. What else jumps out?
Shots on goal and not possession, 64-33. Rowdies look dead tired coming down to the last 5 minutes, and San Diego made it count and getting that last goal to steal the victory on the road.
Well, Tampa Bay will have a week to get the legs back, but then they go out west. Phoenix Rising FC, one of the top teams in the West again. Then it's home to Pittsburgh on the 21st at FC Tulsa. Then they bring in Louisville City FC on the 4th, and then down to Miami for the in-state rivalry on the 11th. Gonna busy month coming up in June for Tampa Bay. Unable to get the job done, but that long stretch of 2 games a week is over for the time being. For Ryan Davis, my partner, Tom Sipos, our producer, and our entire ESPN Plus crew, I'm Jeff Radcliffe saying so long from the shores of Tampa Bay in St. Pete. The Rowdies fall tonight to San Diego Loyal in their first ever meeting. 3-2 the final. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.